Welcome to the Babbling Brooke podcast, a show where we talk any and all things related to Brooke High School. I'm your host, Mr. ZAMBITO, joined by my co-host,
FERRELL.
Pierce, look at us.
Going back-to-back weeks.
We questioned it last episode if we strung together back-to-back weeks. That's just how sporadic this show has become, but it cannot be questioned today.
I missed the freshman year. We can just do this back-to-back. I think we hit like 7 in a row.
That was nice.
That was nice. I think the most we got was 3 this time.
What's up with that? What was up with freshman year? Like just how the stars aligned every week for us to be able to do this?
That's a great question, honestly.
Unfortunately, we must have just hit a weird year because it set up lofty expectations moving forward that we have not been able to meet. But that's okay.
Some things were under control, some things weren't.
Yeah, both years.
Yeah.
How about us navigating natural disasters?
I think the most we've gotten in a single year was 3 or 4 episodes. I don't think we've hit half in a row since like freshman year.
Yeah, that's okay. This year was better than last. That's all I care about. It was an improvement.
Well, I mean, it better be an improvement because we have a new studio.
Freshman year might be the gold standard. Who knows? Senior year's left to tell that tale. But freshman year may end up being the gold standard. But we can always say junior year was markedly better than sophomore year.
Better be. We had a new studio. It had a silent studio where we didn't have to worry about the buzzers, announcement buzzing in every 5 seconds.
Yeah, as bad as it was last year trying to run this show, there's a lot of laughs that we can pull from that. But that was then, this is now. So I'm going to change things up a little bit. We usually start you with sports, but I'm going to start with a sport because, Pierce, guess what?
You want to take my thing, do you?
Guess what today is?
All right. I forgot about that.
Game day.
Game day. The first time you've been able to say that in years, I assume.
It is game day. Did a little practice yesterday just to kind of run around a little bit, just some like 3-on-3.
Geez, you really want to make Ethan Fisher eat his words, don't you?
I haven't moved like that in a while, so a little sore today. Battling, with what I already, as you noted a couple episodes, that I have no knee.
Which isn't an insult; it's a statement of fact.
No, I was not insulted because I experience it every day. Yeah, I was brutally reminded of that yesterday, of the lack of knee.
You were brutally reminded of that. You just forgot about the pain because you were so engrossed in the game of basketball?
Well, because, I work out, but I'm not, cutting and doing all these sharp movements, you know what I mean? So doing that yesterday, then I haven't done that in a long time, that was the painful reminder of we need to be careful today.
Oh, boy.
My wife actually grabbed my face this morning and she said, "You are not 18. You are not 18.
How supportive.
Then she said good luck. So.
Oh, yeah, so how supportive. My apologies.
Yeah, tough love, right?
My apologies.
But, yes.
There's a few other people on your team that have had that same talk.
I'm sure.
And have had the same experiences. But that's not what we're talking about today.
Senior versus staff basketball game. The first annual Brooke High School seniors versus staff basketball game. Something that I hope we will continue to provide at least as long as I'm in this building. I'm very, very excited. There's been a lot of build-up, a whole month of build-up, and now it's finally here.
All right, so since you stole my thing, I'll ask you a question in return. Do you know who's announcing the thing on the PA system?
Why, Pierce, I believe you are.
Okay, I'm just making sure you knew. I was asked rhetorically there for a second.
Of course I know, and I'm very, very excited because although you may not get to jump on the court like you want to and, drain threes and drive the lane like you want to, you at least get to
watch,
be a part of it and announce it and commentate. Yeah.
I believe that before we went on the air today, you and another teacher were talking about the over-under for the senior staff basketball game.
And I'm going to just stop you right there. That was brought to my attention. I, for one, am not engaging in any type of point spreads or
there
any of that.
There is no betting in this.
No, I'm saying my point is that I am not going to sit here and gloat by putting the cart before the horse. I'm locked in. I take my opponents very seriously. The seniors have every bit a chance to win as the staff does. So that's how I'm looking at it. Respect my opponent. And then bury them.
Okay. There it is. I was waiting for it.
But respect my opponent.
I was waiting for it because deep down we both know that what you say isn't wholly true.
Well, it is.
You want to put them 6 feet under and make sure they don't get back out.
I do. I've learned the hard way when I played sports that you can never underestimate your opponent. But at the same time, I am a fierce competitor, so that will come out, and I will want to make sure that we win. So best of luck to the seniors. You're going to need it.
You're going to need it, he says, if you couldn't hear him.
All right.
He's talking trash already.
Pierce, on to you, sports.
You don't want to talk more trash to the seniors?
Pierce, on to you, sports.
Okay, cool. So the baseball team's doing quite well. I believe their last game was against Lindsley in a tie, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, baseball's off to a good start.
Yeah, they really are. They beat Park, and I regrettably...
Always like that.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do, especially... Yeah, we won't get
Continue,
into it.
Pierce.
Well, they're doing quite well so far. I've regrettably seen less baseball games than softball games, which I will say they're off to a decent start. Don't let that record deceive you. They're playing extremely well.
Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of youth on that team too. A lot of young talent. I don't want to project too far ahead. I'm very excited to see next year's softball team. But this year, we are here this year, and no, I agree with you. Record currently does not indicate the talent that's on that team. It's early. They'll put it together.
I believe track. I was made aware of this morning, but I believe track is having their first meet tomorrow, like tomorrow after this is recorded.
Oh, cool.
So that's gonna be nice. One of my friends who I will shout out, Alex Obidoble, brought that to my attention. He's running 4 events in that.
Yeah, he's track stud.
Yeah,
he can run.
He can run.
Yeah,
I ran him cross country. He's quite fast.
So best of luck to Alex and the rest of the gang for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
I believe the lacrosse team plays Preston soon. I do not know when, unfortunately.
That game got rescheduled.
Yes, I know that for a fact. But
Preston had encountered much more snow than we did back when we got that snow last week.
I do apologize for not knowing the lacrosse dates. I'm not too in the loop with things.
And that's
supposed to be a show about all things Brooke.
Well, but like we said last week, this is the inaugural season for the lacrosse team. They're going to be experiencing some growing pains, just acclimating to the game.
They're confident. They're
extremely
confident.
I love it.
They after they lost to Wheeling Central, they said that Preston, they believe they can beat Preston. It's not really a long shot that they can beat Preston.
Well, they need to take the advice that I was putting out there at the beginning of this episode. Never take your opponent lightly. Always respect your opponent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I believe that's all the sports. If I'm missing any, please let me know.
Okay. Or any listeners, if we missed anything, please feel free to email me and we'll shout you out on next
Isn't there a
episode.
theater?
The Goosebumps musical premiered last night.
And it still has 2 more days.
It does. I'm going to be attending tonight. I can't wait to watch it. I spoke with Miss T this morning. She said the opening night was a success. Got positive reviews on the show. It's kind of a lighter play on Goosebumps, so it's not really like scary. But all in the same breath, the students did a great job. So I'm excited to see it tonight.
I believe there's another event that happened in the school recently, just today actually, that I don't really remember off the top of my head. Oh, the Peep Show.
Oh yeah, that's been they've been setting that up this week, and students have been conducting their votes. One of the coolest things
is to see what they come up with,
and just that I think it's unique to Brooke. I haven't known any other schools to do this. I just find it to be something where it's good when all students from all corners of the school are constantly circling the library and checking out the various exhibits. It's just something that, in my opinion, brings the school together. And it's awesome. Some of those, I don't know if you've looked in depth at them, Pierce, but...
Oh, I've seen some. I saw a basketball one, actually.
Some of those, they are amazing. They're amazing.
I don't know if I want to announce the winners on this show, to be honest with you.
No. That's not for this.
That's not for this?
No, we'll allow...
This is the one thing about Brooke that we don't mention in the All Things Brooke show.
Have the winners been announced yet? Did I miss that?
Yes, they have. They have been on the announcements.
Then go ahead and announce.
Where's my...
I thought that was coming later.
No, where's my... For the listeners, I do not have the sheet of winners, but I do know that first place was someone named Annalise Schubas, so we will do that shout out that we promised earlier in the year.
Annalise, she's like the perennial winner. I mean,
of everything art, she's very creative. I've seen
phenomenal. She's a phenomenal artist, so well deserved. She's a great artist.
I believe that's everything, isn't it? Unfortunately.
Well, we thought this was going to be a short show. I think we've managed to
clip 10 minutes
it out
somehow.
a little. I'm okay with that. I'm actually more than okay. I'm pleasantly surprised.
I didn't think we had as much info as we did
for a Friday, going in consecutive weeks.
Well, I mean,
that's
rambling
positive.
Rambling like this certainly helps that. But I mean, who cares?
No idea what you're talking about.
None whatsoever.
And then just here we go, and end of March. As soon as we get into April 1st.
Oh my gosh!
Ooh, it's going to be test mode, baby. So it's a good thing to have.
Please don't remind me.
We have this spring break coming up. Just a snapshot.
When does that
couple
start
days.
anyway?
You will have a half a day on this next Thursday, and then you'll have Friday off, and you'll have Monday off.
Oh dear.
So nice little long weekend just to.
I'll take a 4.5 day weekend.
Just to kind of reset, refresh, and then come on in strong, baby. April 15th, here we go.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun sitting in the classroom for 4 hours.
Wow.
Just looking at nothing but a Chromebook screen.
Well, you have a little bit of time, so we're gonna work on changing that mindset. To
Changing that
positive outlook. Yeah, more positive outlook. But until next time, I'm Mr. ZAMBITO.
I'm Pierce Farrell.
Be safe, be kind, make good decisions, and we'll see you next time.